Well, Steve, how did that begin? Didn't we see the beginnings of this in the garden? I'm
Mm.
I'm trying to bridge this to you're saying this, and yet this rebellion was in the garden, and we can. Do you mind if we start bridging back to kind of a
Sure.
biblical traditional understanding of femininity? Do you mind?
Oh, you're asking Elena, right? Not me. I don't
Go,
mind.
Yeah,
go for
yeah,
it. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, Steve, you can start.
Oh, okay. So in the garden, man was created first, and he had dominion, and he had duties. He tended the garden. Oh, God gave him the task: name the animals. Oh, how did he have the authority to name the animals? God gave him dominion. Okay, so he did all that. And he attended the garden and he said, God, I'm kind of lonely here. I've named all these animals and I've not found among them a suitable companion. So God listened to him and said, oh, yeah, okay. I will make a companion for you. So he put him to sleep, took a rib, and created woman. So woman was created out of man. Why was she created or what purpose? To be a companion and a helpmeet. She wasn't created to be a boss babe.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't. You see in Genesis, there's no inkling that she was given a share of dominion. There's no inkling that this relationship was created to be a partnership of two equals. No, there was a hierarchy. And then, you know, stuff happened. And she wanted to say and things. And she was listening to some bad influence. And so she ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam, like all of us, man, oh, she says this. I want to please her. I value her. Okay, I'll take a bite too. Then you go along and, gee, what was his curse? What was the reason Adam was punished?
The woman.
Because you listened to your wife. You
Yeah.
listened to the woman. Instead of doing the right thing, you listened to the woman.
Yeah.
Is that where you wanted me to go, Nick?
Sure. Yeah. And you want me to show you the consequences? This is what anti-femininity is. This is the rebellious one.
Let's go. Let's go, then, Nick.
Okay, so I'll add this to state. Oh, I gotta remove there.
Yeah,
Stop
remove the previous
screen
one. Mm-hmm.
and share screen. There you go. We'll start here. And then I got some scripture of what proper femininity is.
Mm.
But this is twisted
Hold on, you're not
femininity.
showing it yet,
Okay,
Nick.
hold on. Yes, let
Uh,
me bring it up here. Mm-hmm.
and I'll zoom in again. Where's my zoom? There you go. No, a little bigger. Uh-oh.
That's too big. Oh no, it's actually fine. Yeah.
Okay. So Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. I'll say it the first verse and I'll skip down a little bit. So there's a hierarchy, right? The hierarchy through sin gets screwed up. And Isaiah 12 talks about that. The people of God should know above all else, the proper hierarchy. But like much of the church in our day, they got it wrong again. Verse 12 describes the hierarchy as a people under judgment. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee to cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Inverted hierarchy, because who is the head of the family? Who is the head? Are the children equal to the father in the
No.
hierarchy? No. Are women equal to the father in the hierarchy?
No.
No. So it's an inverted hierarchy, which leads to destruction. Up. Here we go. Now this is femininity. These are your trad wives that go to church, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Form over
But
function.
it's also the lewd women, not just in the church but out there, right? It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. They're not humble, right?
Mm-hmm.
And walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. And that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their caws, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings. It's going into a lot of detail. Why is it going into a lot of detail? Because that's the point. The bonnets, ornaments of the legs, the headbands, the tablets, the earrings, the rings, the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass, instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, thy mighty in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Oh, he's basically what's described here is a feminist.
Oh, yeah, well, women do rule over them. You know, the children are their oppressors, women rule over them. Women in rebellion, wanting to usurp authority,
Mm-hmm.
and generally weak men allow that to happen. So it's effeminate rulers. Actually, people think that it's describing the ruler that acts like a woman and is led by women. So
Mm-hmm.
haughty, stretched forth neck, walking and mincing. They're proud. They say, "Look at me, look at me." You can say, "Oh, look at my Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
look at my low cut shirt. Look at my handbags, my expensive jewelry, and all my accessories. Oh, and all my nice perfumes and everything." But in reality, they are what? Lipstick on a pig.
Pig. Yes. Yes.
Can I point something out here? You know,
Mhm.
I went through that explanation about how men were created with dominion. Oh, and you modernists who think in equality and women can do anything men can do. Great, fine. Nick just went through what happens when women become equal, they become dominant, because the curse was, and your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Okay, so yeah, is that true? What arouses women? Do they become aroused, sexually aroused by the man who treats them as an equal?
No.
Or do they become aroused by the man who shows dominance, assertiveness, takes what he wants, is the alpha guy? Well, you know what? I think it's more the alpha guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because in marriage, when the church says, well, you're not being nice enough to your wife, you have to listen to her more, you have to cater to her more, you have to listen to her feelings. Does it
Oh,
result in more sex or less sex, Nick?
less.
Okay,
I would
so
know.
there
I
is
would know. I
something,
live through.
there's
Every time
something
I
deep
try to assert
within.
masculinity, I'm evil.
I know,
Okay,
right?
but she's in rebellion at that point. So that does not negate that a woman becomes aroused by the right man that she wants, who is physically assertive over her.
But how can he be physically assertive over a woman when all of the laws are against him today? This is what I really am struggling with.
And,
Okay, women say like
Oh.
and
we
the
want
church elders cut your balls off.
exactly. Our
Okay.
society cuts
Let me-
men's balls off.
That's simple, Elena. Because you know how women don't recognize 80% of the men, and they
Yeah.
recognize maybe 20, but they really want about 5% of those guys.
Right.
Those 5% of the guys who are, I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
I'm going to take what I want. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to touch you. I'm going to grab you by the face, grab you by the hair. I might even grope you. Oh, am I doing wrong? Okay, well, call the cops. I don't care. And
I know, right?
because he doesn't care. And you know what? When the irony is, okay, he's recognizing her receptivity and he's pushing it. Yes. And she's aroused by that. Yes.
Okay,
And so
see,
is she
she's
likely to
aroused.
call the cops? No.
Okay. She's aroused by it, but at some moment she can still rebel against him if she gets under the bad influence of her girlfriends, let's say, or
Well, Teen
uh,
Woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
team woman.
Taylor,
Exactly.
it's what happens.
That's down the road. That's not in the moment.
And could she use against you what she did right there down the road? Yes. And she could also make up crap that never happened against you down the road either way. And she
Yeah.
probably will
Either
do it
way.
if you marry
What-
that stupid woman. So
Yeah.
What actually happened or what she says actually happened that she invented, both are equally useful. What you did doesn't matter. What she says you did matters. And women will make up crap. So, you know, these guys who just say, fuck it, I'm going for it. It's successful. And no, I'm not advocating SA. No. I'm just saying these men are more assertive than the average man. And they get more action because of it.
Yeah, that's so true.
So, do anybody want to summarize aspects of behavior that is being condemned here in this passage? Aspects of, so there's femininity and then there's the rebellion against femininity, or anybody want to see aspects that are condemned here?
Well, I see a lot of physical aspects, like rings, short hair. What else is there? Like provocative clothing, right?
Immodest and provocative apparel, sure.
And then like all of these tinkling ornaments and accessories. I would actually say, like, you would transpose it and look at what women are doing today on social media, how they are presenting themselves, like what do they want, what are they chasing? Clout, money, right? Independence. Nick is pointing out here.
Haughty, stretch forth pride and overestimation of self-worth.
Oh,
GPS.
And
right?
And are they pure?
Wenton
Are they
eyes.
content?
Mm.
No.
So I'm just intrigued, but verse 17. The Lord will smite. Can a husband smite his wife if he's doing these things? Not in our modern world.
He has the ability, but does he have
authority?
No.
Yeah.
He has, I'd say God gave him the authority. But is it legal? No,
No.
hell no.
No.
To smite a woman, but God, the Lord will smite the scab of the crown of the daughters of Zion. So the Lord will smite women. And guess what? What's the next part? And the Lord will discover their secret parts. Oh, that would be those secrets. Yeah, I did these things in the past, but nobody
It was just
knows,
in
so it
college.
doesn't
It was
matter.
just that one time it was just that one time in college, Steve.
Well, and see, I think this is where women they are not scared of their husband to do those things because they think, well, if Lord doesn't do it to me now, and technically he doesn't really, right? So they can delay either this penance or punishment or the consequences by just saying, well, but Lord loves me unconditionally, and so should you, because they don't get immediate punishment for their actions, and our society embraces them for it.
Okay, let's talk about the word smite, and
Mhm.
you're calling it punishment. Okay, smite. How about we use chastise? Can a man chastise a woman? Well, no, she might not feel good about that. Can a man admonish his wife? Admonishment is no, there's no physical thing with admonishment. That's just giving her a stern talking to. Can he do that? No. She might feel bad.
In other translations, it's strike, we'll send scabs, we'll put scabs, we'll afflict, we'll bring sores. Yeah, so
You know what? And it does really lead us to think that, yeah, this is punishment. And it's punishment by force,
Mm-hmm.
instituted by someone in the hierarchy who has authority over the woman. And he's going to discover her secret parts, which means uncover her lies. So, yes, this will be done by force of some type. How physical is it going to be? I don't know. It could just be life circumstances. But it's not just letting her go on her merry way.
Yeah, until that happens, women are not going to change their behavior. They're not going to. I think what a lot of men are hoping for is that women will come to the realization, and to some degree, I wish there were more women who realized it voluntarily by themselves. They've given up their power, they've given up their control, but they are not going to do it because they don't want to be punished. They don't want to suffer the consequences of their own actions, and we see it every single day with women, especially like online, when you trigger them, that they refuse accountability. They always blame on something or someone else. It's usually the man bad narrative.
So in our resurgent streams, we've talked about the pendulum, how it swings from one side to the other. And we're at an extreme right now with the power of women, with the behavior of young women. And listen to some interviews of some of these guys who go out in the streets of Austin, Miami, I said Miami. Places where women are just dressed scantily.
Vegas.
And they're out and they're full of their own bravado.
Yeah.
Okay, so chances are to bring these women under control, it's not going to be pretty. And the pendulum probably just no. I'm not prophesying. I'm not saying this has to happen. I'm just saying it will happen because the pendulum swings back the other way. So if women are so damn empowered today, in 100 years, the pendulum is likely to swing back to the other direction, and they won't be empowered at all.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what Isaiah 4
maybe that's
talks
what they
about as
want.
well. But I didn't bring that up. But Isaiah 4 shows the pendulum swinging the opposite direction,
Yeah.
where 7 men want to lay hold of 1 man, just says, please just give us our name. We'll even provide
7 women. 7 women.
7 women to
Misspoke.
1 man. It's like, just give us your name. We'll even have our own food. Just take away our shame.
Yeah. There will be a lot of shameful women and a lot of shame for men to take. I mean,
But the pendulum does swing.
mm,
But we saw what the opposite of femininity is. Now we can look at timeless truth of First Peter chapter 3. So this here they refer to Sarah, right? In First Peter
mhm.
chapter 3. So that's roughly what, 2000, so like 2000 years or so before this was written in the time of the New Testament. So this is Peter writing this and referring back to Sarah. And says, likewise, you wives, this is 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 1 through 7. Likewise, you wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they may also without the word be won by the conversation. That's another word for behavior of the wives. While they behold your chaste conversation, that's behavior, not your talking. While they could behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and the wearing of gold and putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters you are, as long as you do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. Likewise, you husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, as being heirs together the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So contrast this to what Isaiah 3 talked about.
Mhm.
The women in Isaiah 3 were loud. Are they loud? Are the holy women loud here? The proper feminine women.
No.
Are they loud and immodest in apparel with all the things they had in Isaiah 3?
No, they're not.
So it talks about subjection, hierarchy, obedience.
Oh, you know
Mm.
what, Nick? The solution for women to avoid this is simple. Maybe not easy, but it's simple. Just be in subjection to your own husband. Okay, and then the next thing is, what if the husband is not a Christian? Well, you're still in subjection, and your demeanor will win the day. So these modern women who says, well, the good Christian women, oh yes, I'm a submissive wife. I submit to my husband in anything that doesn't lead me into sin.
Yeah, right.
And now they are being the judge. They get to judge on what he's doing and what he's asking her to do if it leads her into sin.
Oh, Steve, I
No. You know what? If he's leading you into sin and he's telling you what to do, your first commandment is to obey him.
it's true. I 100%
And the
agree.
responsibility falls solely on him. God will not hold you responsible. Now, if your husband, okay, you women, oh, he should go murder somebody. Probably not. But so you're bringing up this absurd example
Mhm.
about he told me to do this. I don't think that's right. When when he probably only said, yeah, I'm tired of the missionary position. Get on your knees. I'm going to give it to you from behind. Oh, no,
That's
that's not
reality.
proper. That's
reality.
sinful.
Oh, that's the game, Steve. That's
I
the
know, right? I thought that you would say that I'm a good Christian woman. I'm submissive to Jesus. I just clipped your videos for the live stream that you did a while ago. Actually, I highly recommend you to watch that live stream. Those of you who are new here, Jesus is my boyfriend. Go watch that live stream on the resurgence of sanity. That was so.
Jesus would never
Hey.
treat me this way. Yeah, he wouldn't. He didn't get married. He
Hey,
didn't. He had one bride.
for you,
That was the church. He doesn't know her carnally.
for you prim and proper Christians that get offended by the way we talk, we're just bringing the Bible into reality that happens out there. You can have a problem with us talking about it, but you know what? It's still reality. And these
Yeah.
are examples of what happens.
Yeah.
So notice here, she's submissive. There's a hierarchy.
Mm.
And it's not won by her speaking, but rather without speaking, by her behavior. She's chaste. Chastity. So
Chastity.
not being immodest. So having control over yourself and not being loud outwardly, but being quiet inwardly. Quiet spirit, meek, not haughty, not loud, not immodest, but modest, meek,
Okay.
and quiet, which is in the sight of God of great price.
Mm-hmm.
So this means the woman should be obedient.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have to be totally silent because, she is his helpmate. She should be there to provide counsel, to be a listening post. She listens to what her man says. She provides some encouragement, some insight. She can talk to him. She does not need to be silent. What shouldn't she be? Contentious.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be telling him, oh, that's wrong because of this and this and this, or you're doing that wrong, or you screwed that up, or I better take over control because you'll just screw it up. That's a contentious woman. Do not be contentious.
Mm-hmm.
And when he makes a decision, just say, okay, I'm going along with this 100%, but the responsibility is yours.
Yeah.
He'll say, oh, wow, thank you. Great, let's do it. And he'll be more than willing to take the responsibility if it screws up. And it will screw up from time to time. And then he'll say, well, you know what? That was a bad decision. Now we got to fix it. You know what? You advised against that. I didn't take that into consideration. Yep, I'm responsible for this. So we have to fix it. Now, you, as a woman, your job is to support him in fixing it and endure the hardship. If he invested money badly, now you got to live below your means for a while to fix it. Shut up, suck it up, be supportive, and you gained a whole bunch of stature by your calm demeanor, being supportive. And he will love you more for supporting him in his bad decisions than if the decision would have gone right. He will actually love you more. Man, I fucked up. My wife is still here. She still supports me. Damn. She is a fine woman. Do you want your husband to feel that way about you?
Yes. Also, it shows that she's loyal to him.
And if she's a Christian woman and he's not, Sorry, Elena, I interrupted
Oh,
you. Go ahead.
well, all I wanted to say is just she shows that she appreciates him. Even bad things happen, like sometimes, like the jobs get lost because the market situation changes, economy changes, right? Politics changes. And when women are ignorant to what happens in the society, this is what I mentioned also in the article, this can lead to misunderstanding and a lack of appreciation and respect for what he is doing. So, yeah, like it's not going to be perfect, but when you are so willing to leave your husband for 10 more cents on the other side there, that same situation, that same shit that happened to your husband can happen to another man. Then what will you do? You will leave that man too? It's
The
like
trad wives will leave their man, contrary to Sarah here, right? Contrary to the holy women. But what's interesting is, oh, but he wasn't a real Christian anyways. Okay, well, so what if he's not a Christian, right? If you want to win him and make them think there's something, oh, Christianity may be real. There may be something to this Jesus thing. Just assume a non-Christian man saying that. Oh, but look how she supported me. Look how she was loyal to me. Not with mere words, but with her behavior.
Mhm.
So if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. These trad wives will not do this.
Yeah. Well, because it's
Now,
all LARP for them. It's live action role playing. They are doing it to be publicly seen, them doing it rather than actually following what the Bible says here.
now, this supportive type of woman that Nick and I are talking about is so unbelievably rare. It's just not happening. If you're that kind of woman, damn, is your man going to value you, love you, do whatever is in his power to keep you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's not going to want to discard a woman like this. Because this is the essence of femininity.
Mm-hmm.
She is the pearl of great price that he will gladly work his ass off to provide for. He will even be willing to die for you. But because he values you, and because, yes, even in this time, he is absolutely the head, and you are absolutely supportive, and then you can avoid all these hardships that Nick talked about in the previous Bible passage. So the solution to avoid those hardships is simple. Is it easy? Not really.
Yeah.
Elena,
Donna,
what do I keep telling you with regards to your husband
support
and
your
your
husband.
presence?
Support your
Maybe
husband.
there's a reason behind that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Well,
by doing so, you're better than these trad whores.
yeah. I
Even
wouldn't
though you say,
argue with
I'm
that.
not a
Yeah.
traditional woman, but do you support your husband?
Yeah, the religion doesn't really matter in this case. It just are you feminine or are you a control freak, a boss babe? Okay, guys, check out, Donna is going to be joining us next week. Shout out to you, Donna. Thank you so much for sticking around with us today and leaving very good comments here. She has to humble herself first, otherwise it's fruitless. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's hard. That's hard to
Mhm.
humble yourself. That
Sure.
requires having humility.
Mm.
It requires being accountable.
Mm.
Hidden secrets, yeah, they matter and they will come out. Maybe not in this life, but you will be called out for them in the future. And if you abandon your husband because, oh, he was not Christian enough, and you threw him under the bus and you hid your secrets,
Mm-hmm.
I think there might be consequences, not imposed by me. I'm just saying.
Okay, I have to
Yeah,
bring this one up. Guys, sorry. Sheaf is wearing purple and making all accessories purple considered loud.
Well, historically, Steve and I would probably understand this more historically about red and purple, and they're used for people of high esteem and station. It is proper to have purple or red, depend if it's according to your historically speaking, back when they're kings and queens and lords and all that. It was proper to have those on you. Now there was all still a way to make it way too loud than it should be, but yeah, there's things proper according to your station and means.
Mhm.
Hey, we see this the last couple days. Hobbyist popum? We have a new pope. The pope shows up. What color does he wear? Red.
Red, yeah.
Whether you agree with the pope or the institution or not, he is a man in a high level of power. He wears red. That's traditional.
Oh, okay. I have a leading question in regards to women. So, would you recommend women wearing purple or red then, if it's signaling power?
No, it doesn't. It's
It doesn't.
fine.
Okay.
We don't live in that time period anymore.
Yeah.
There's a way to make it loud that is not necessary. You can
Okay.
still dress
Yeah,
modestly without being loud with those
it's
colors.
not a big deal. The reason for the red and the purple historically were those were very expensive cloth dyes. You
Mm-hmm.
had to be very wealthy to buy the dyes necessary to dye your clothing red or purple. And so implies wealth in being seen that way. So, if I saw an attractive woman in a red dress, am I going to condemn her for wearing a red dress? No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Donna responds, only hard because women are drinking the social media Kool-Aid. So true. So true. And not just social media, it's everything. Yeah, we are going to have fun with her next week, guys. Join us. We will talk about relationships and why marriages break up. So, yeah, very, very interesting conversation today.
Also, look,
So,
weaker vessel.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
next week
women
when
are weaker. Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
Donna is on here, I'm gonna challenge her. I'm not gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
mean. We're gonna have a good debate. I welcome her on here, but I'm not gonna placate and pander. And I hope to learn something from it, and I hope she learns something from it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I love the idea of challenging the ideas and beliefs. I think we need to bring it back because it actually defines the ideas, and yeah, we are doing it to to find the truth, and also challenge ourselves mentally. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. So yeah, Nick, you were saying life is a weaker vessel. Mm-hmm.
And so more modern commentaries will limit this only to physical weakness. And yet, a lot of them will still try to explain that away to try to say, no, women are equal in every way to the man. And that's just, well, you know, given that time period. But actually, some of the more older commentaries don't just limit it to physical weakness, like compared to a man. So men obviously are stronger, but also this can be referred to mental fortitude
Yeah.
and ability to be led astray.
Mm.
Women tend to be more liable to deception.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
The fortitude in the leading the way, okay, that's a male aspect. The women being, I'm going to say, more pliable and influenceable means they should be more influenced by their husband and fall under his headship and then become a good helpmeet. If she was stubborn-minded, pig-headed, she doesn't really fulfill her role. So the fact that she is more easily swayed, is that a benefit in a marriage? Yeah.
I think so too. And obviously, there's a reason why. So, about going back to Genesis chapter 3, there is a reason why there was reversal of the hierarchy through in the garden. Why the snake, which is lower, which is an animal and under both the dominion of man and woman, right, went after the weaker vessel of humanity, of man and woman, who went after Eve to get at the man, to
Exactly.
get the man also
He didn't go
rebel
after the man.
against God. It's a total reversal of the hierarchy in Genesis chapter 3. It was the hierarchy put on its end. So he went after where the hedge is lowest, the
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, he didn't
So-
go after Adam. He went after
No.
Eve. Mhm.
Hmm?
So, Elena
Yes.
or Nick, is Jesus superior to you?
Yes.
Are you inferior to Jesus?
Yes.
Yes.
Was Jesus willing to die for you?
Yes.
Yes.
So, if husband as to wife is the same as Christ to the church, the husband is superior to the wife is inferior to the husband. But will a husband sacrifice his life, his physical life, and his well-being to work his ass off for her and provide for the family and protect her and even die for her, even though she's his inferior? Is that believable?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a lot of men, they already do it. They don't get the validation that usually women get on social media for just being a mommy or being a fempreneur. All of that veneration that women are seeking, men just do it because they do it. It's their job, right? They have a mission, they have a purpose, and they are protecting their wives, they are protecting their children, they are busting their asses off to provide for their families. They don't have to be Christian to do all of those things. It's just like male nature. This is what men are programmed to do.
Not programmed. No. This is our nature.
Oh, not nature, yeah. Well, I mean, like
This
design.
is how God created us. This exists within us.
Yes.
Yes, it's not always shown correctly. Yes, a lot of men screw it up. But there is something innate in a man that drives him to do this. Especially, and it's activated. It is activated by finding that good woman who obeys him and supports him. You have no idea what this does to a man and his abilities and his drive and his sense of purpose. It's women have no idea. It's like it's a catalyst that activates a man. And no, it doesn't always work with all men, but in general, it works.